Good afternoon. Before I get started, I just want to apologize that we're getting a little late start today, but I'm hearing that Portland has a lot of traffic today, so we hope other people are going to be able to get here on time, so thank you for bearing with us. So good afternoon and welcome to the Linfield-Good Samaritan School of Nursing pinning ceremony for the August 2022 graduates. This afternoon, we will not only celebrate and recognize students for their successful completion of Linfield University's Bachelor of Science in Nursing program, but we will also welcome them as colleagues into the profession of nursing. At this time, it is my pleasure to welcome Linfield University's president, Dr. Miles Davis, to the podium to offer opening remarks.
For me? No, it's about you. A lot of you know that nurses are very near and dear to my heart, not just because of the health care that they provide, and some of you know that I'm married to a nurse, but I think a lot about what nurses do. And everybody has a clear perspective on the healing part, the part that takes care of the wounded, the part that triages a situation, the part that makes sure that patients have the proper medication. Those are things that people have come to expect of nurses. I want to offer you, who are finishing up your degree at Linfield University, my expanded vision of development of nurses. See, the reason that the shift came from a 2-year nursing degree to a 4-year nursing degree, why that happened, because the data showed that there were better patient outcomes as a result of that. That what nurses learned as part of the bachelor process was that there was a greater degree of empathy. There was a greater degree of compassion. There was a greater degree of understanding, which led to better patient outcomes. Now, I'm often accused of thinking big thoughts that aren't necessarily always grounded in reality. So I'm going to offer you salute. I'm going to offer you an expanded vision of your profession. See, that same additional training that allows you to have better patient outcomes could also allow us to have better outcomes in the world. Because along with healing the human bodies, I think that our communities, our country, our world is in need of healing. Who is better equipped to lead that healing than people who have been trained in the healing arts? Who is better equipped to engage in the compassion that I don't know where we lost this, that we should have for one another? If not nurses doing this, who else is better equipped to do this? My heart aches as I look around the world and look around our country and even look within our communities. There was a report that just came out today, which is why this is heavy on my heart, that surveyed students that said that students would not choose to room with somebody who voted for a different presidential candidate than they did. The report also said that they would never even think about being in a relationship with somebody who thought or belonged to a different political party than they did. There are people who lost friends because their friends thought differently than they did. And I keep thinking about nursing. Because you have an obligation to heal people no matter what their political affiliation is. I gave a lecture in a nursing class at a previous institution that was dealing with nursing ethics and discussed what happens if you have to treat a terrorist. Let me hear from you. What do you do when a terrorist shows up at your door and you have to treat them and you're in the hospital? What do you do? So who is better equipped to heal the world than you to show that compassion is entitled to all people, not just people who look, think, feel, have the same sexual orientation, have the same pigmentation, or share a zip code. I'm offering you a bigger vision of nursing. I hope that as you leave here today with the pens that certify that you have been to one of the best, if not the best, nursing program in the country, that you take the meaning behind that pen seriously, and that you exercise the healing power that is within you, not just on the patients that show up, but on those you encounter in your life. Because I need you to do what you do. Your community needs you to do what you do. This country needs you to do what you do. The world is in need of healing. I want to thank you for sharing your time with us. I want to thank you for being patient with the traffic. I want to thank you for being patient with an old man that tends to dream a lot about a different world. I will take a picture of you for the gram, because if it's not on the gram, it didn't happen. And with that, I want to wish you the best, to be well, to be blessed, and we still need to wash our damn hands. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, President Davis. Go ahead. Students, today is a special day of celebration where we acknowledge you and your hard work and dedication as you have successfully navigated the nursing program. You have given much of yourself to learn the ways of nursing. Your family and loved ones have given space, support, and time so you can grow and learn. The faculty and staff have provided direction, guidance, and support, and now stand tall and proud of you today. At this time, I'm going to ask the faculty and staff to stand. That is the individuals behind me. While I introduce them to the family and friends who are celebrating with us today. Our faculty and staff have been at the center of the educational journey of your students' lives over the past year. They are dedicated to teaching, to the nursing profession, to supporting our students, to the day-to-day operations of our campus and nursing program, and to providing a high-quality educational program. Our faculty and staff influence students in the classroom, clinical setting, hallways, committee meetings, and campus events. They have left their imprint of excellence on our students. I feel fortunate to work with such an amazing group of individuals. Please let's give our faculty and staff a round of applause. Faculty and staff, please be seated. For those of you who may not know, we ask a lot of our nursing students. Our students complete our program in 4 intense semesters. They bear witness to human struggles that most students never encounter. While nursing is an honor and can be very rewarding, even joyful, the journey is at times both emotionally and physically draining. Our students could not have done it without the family and friends who supported them. You have been there for the text, calls, and emails. You have listened to them vent, laughed, and perhaps cried with them, encouraged them, cooked for them, or took them out for coffee, and much, much more. And now they have made it to the end of their nursing program, not only because of their hard work, but also the support they have received along the way. Students, at this time, I would ask that you please stand up, turn around, and applaud those who have helped you get to this point and who are here to share in celebration with you. Thank you, friends and family, for all your support for this great group of graduates. Without your support, many of the students would not be where they are today. Before we get to the exciting part of students receiving their nursing pins, I wanted to share a few words with our graduates. One of the many wonderful aspects of nursing is that we, as nurses, are able to integrate both the art and the science of what we do. We have the ability to truly make a difference in an individual's life, or even a family, and let's make it even larger, impact to communities, countries, as well as globally. You are going to be change agents, so be ready. Now that you're about to begin your nursing journey, and for some of you, it will be a continuation of your nursing journey, you may find yourselves in different places as you move forward. However, today, all of you have gathered together in the same venue on your paths to celebrate this momentous occasion for the last time as a cohort. You have all been there to support one another, and you have made friendships that will last a lifetime. Many of you will continue to support one another as you begin your careers in nursing. Donna Wilt-Cardillo, who is a nurse and a motivational speaker, stated the following: "When I think about all the patients and their loved ones that I have worked with over the years, I have known most of them, and I know they do not remember my name, nor I them. But I do know that I gave a little piece of myself to each of them, and they to me, and those threads make up the beautiful tapestry in my mind that is my career in nursing." Although you will be moving forward as individuals and not as a cohort of students, remember that you have a common thread that holds all of you together. You are part of one another's tapestry. Amy Poehler stated, "Find a group of people who challenge and inspire you, spend a lot of time with them, and it will change your life." I have no doubt that the time you have spent with members of your cohort in the nursing program has not only afforded you opportunities for inspiration, but has changed your lives. I know how important my cohort was to me when I was in nursing school many, many years ago, and I can attest to the life-changing impact my program and my friends made on me. As a first-generation college student in rural Alabama, I would have never imagined that I would be where I am today, and I still feel the support from my friends and from my graduating cohort. So imagine what you will be able to do many years from now. Every single student sitting here today has worked their way not only through a rigorous program, but also through some difficult and challenging times. But you were resilient and you persevered, and for that, I commend you and I wish you nothing but success on the road ahead of you. Now we will transition to our selected speakers. For every pinning ceremony, the graduating students select one of their own to address the class. At this time, I would like to invite Jennifer Hill to come to the podium.
take this off. I'm so happy to see so many people. First of all, thank you for those kind remarks to get us started. Well, to the class of 2022, our families and friends, faculty and staff, thank you for coming together to celebrate this milestone. It is an honor to be your pinning ceremony speaker, and I am thrilled to be kicking off what are bound to be so many countless thrilling nursing careers. First off, I want to extend a special thank you to the family and friends of this cohort. I know many of you have supported us emotionally and financially throughout these past 15 months, and we wouldn't be here without you. Additionally, to the faculty and staff at Linfield, especially those who have gone above and beyond to support our goals and aspirations, know that you made an impact that won't soon be forgotten. Now, about 14 months ago, you would have found me sweating nervously outside the exam room of my first evaluation with Professor John. Many of you know this story. All we had to do was don some personal protective equipment and take some vitals on our simulated patient while our professors graded us behind a one-way window. In my sheer nervousness, I neglected to put my arms through the sleeves of my isolation gown. My anxious brain convinced myself they were a particularly long set of ties, and I completed the evaluation, thinking I nailed it, with my gown tied like a halter top, arms completely unprotected. It was very stylish, though. If you haven't heard the full story, I'm sure Professor Trong would be happy to recount it. Fast forward to just a few weeks ago, and I helped deliver a newborn via C-section in the OR. I'm happy to report that my PPE was donned correctly. I say this to remind myself and to remind you that we can accomplish incredible transformation despite the nerves, the self-doubt, and the seemingly overwhelming tasks laid before us. Throughout these past 15 months, I've come to learn that nursing is a truly humbling experience. Our experiences as nursing students have exposed us to the core of human existence. The perseverance our patients embody, the shattering of their world as they receive a new diagnosis, the frustrating onward march of chronic disease, and the adrenaline-fueled calm when responding to crisis. We are privy to the delicate balance of health and illness, and it wouldn't be a speech about nursing without acknowledging the burden of that. Many of us entered this profession somewhat lighter than we are now. We've witnessed systemic injustice, trauma, the tangled knot that is our healthcare system, and a nursing workforce thousands short. And the punchline is that we've been shouldered with the task to fix it. I'm reminded of the words of my favorite poet, Mary Oliver, that remind me how to handle this weight. She says, "It's not the weight you carry, but how you carry it. Books, bricks, grief, it's all in the way you embrace it, balance it, carry it, when you could not and would not put it down." If I've come to learn anything about this 2022 cohort, it's that you will not put down this burden. You will find ways to carry it with care and to treat it like some living thing in need of love. In these 15 months, and I'm going to try not to cry, you have shown me that nurses are the toughest, funniest, feistiest, most courageous, most intelligent, and kindest people. I am in awe of you. I have never been so proud to be part of a group as I am to be part of this one. Each and every one of you has demonstrated the capacity to look within yourselves to find strength, softness, humor, grace, grit, to face fears and overcome challenges. But more than that, you know yourselves deeply. You know when it's time to say no, when it's time to change your well-laid out plan, and when it's time to reach out for help, and how to use your voice to instigate change. We've thrown away that old narrative that we must dig deeper from a dry well to succeed, and we are embracing softer, more resilient ways of being. I urge you to continue this practice as we venture forth into the workforce, because this gentle and firm type of courage is what will keep us going and what will lead the nursing profession into the future. Such gatherings like today remind us to stop and breathe, We've been working so hard to get to this point, and now is the time to look back at the starting line to see how far we've come and reignite our dreams for the future. As we build upon the experience we've had here at Linfield, know that you are not alone and that this community is by your side. You are stronger and more capable than you think, and I have every confidence in each of your futures. And if you're faced with a difficult moment and in need of a laugh, just picture me in my halter-top isolation gown. I am so incredibly proud of us, and I am so excited for the years to come. Congratulations, nurses.
Thank you, Jennifer, for those amazing words to your cohort. The graduating students also select a member of the faculty to address them. This year's honored faculty is Professor Vu Trong. Professor Trong teaches in the acute care course as well as clinical, both in simulation as well as at various clinical sites. Professor Trong also serves as a member of the School of Nursing's Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion Committee. Please welcome Professor Trong to the podium.
Jen, that was great. I don't mind if you want to read this for me. You delivered it great. How many people, and I'm going to improvise a little bit, how many people couldn't sleep last night because of this moment? A couple of hands. The more important question, how many people couldn't sleep last night because Blackpink dropped their new music video? Yeah, that's right. Good afternoon, everyone. I am honored to have been selected by the students to speak at today's pinning ceremony. Truthfully, this is something that I declined to do several times. Reading was an activity that wasn't a part of my daily life growing up in a single-parent home. Consequently, I was never good with my words, nor am I now. Just ask my acute care students. With this personal insecurity, I believe that so many people here within the university should be up here delivering the powerful messages of inspiration. I don't have the infinite wisdom of President Davis, nor do I have the clinical expertise and teaching expertise of our faculty here. Never in a million years did I see a nursing career in my future. Never in a million years did I see myself going to grad school to complete my master's in nursing education. Never in a million years did I see me, a nursing professor at a university. Speaking in front of all of you today is something I could never imagine myself doing. In a simulation, students frequently express how nervous they were to be performing under our watchful eye. I definitely feel you right now. That's for sure. What kind of example would I be setting if I declined to speak at this pinning ceremony due to my own nerves? Despite my shaky voice, here I am. However, y'all must know the only reason I'm here is because the ASLU president said she would Venmo me if I decide to do this. Thanks, Jillian. Appreciate you. I would first like to acknowledge the RN to BSN graduates. Many hospitals around the country will hire an associates prepare RN with the expectation that the new hires will obtain their BSN within a certain time frame. I think for all of you, your desire to obtain your BSN speaks to your dedication to excellence as you morph into an expert nurse. I would like to share a few words from my former colleague who completed their RN to BSN degree. Quote, I finished my BSN because I wanted to put myself into a better position to advance my career and give myself future opportunities. It's allowed me to open up leadership positions where I have become a relief charge and represent my hospital as a board member of the union. Advancing my education has given me a platform to further climb that corporate ladder. And I think for many of you, I believe that many of you share his beliefs as well, and I congratulate you on completing your BSN. Since this is the first time I've had an opportunity to speak for such a momentous occasion, I feel like I need something to help me out. I need some sort of protective shield or cloak of invisibility to help me out with my nerves. Oh, what's going on? Oh, hi, Theo. Okay. You just heard the story, now you're gonna get the visual.
Wait, what's the correct technique? Is it? So we got this. Yeah, so like this. Gotcha.
Thanks, Theo. All right, many of you may appreciate what I'm about to do next. I know you've been waiting for this moment. No, it's not a K-pop dance routine. However, for funsies, let's show your friends and family what you learned in the past year and break down my current clinical presentation. On inspection, you may notice my hands and pale skin are trembling. If you hook me up to a 12-lead EKG or continuous telemonitoring, you've calculated my heart rate by dividing 1,500 by the number of small boxes between the R to R wave. You see that my heart rate is greater than 100 beats per minute, meaning I'm tachycardic. On palpation, you may feel a fast pulse rate that is weak and that my skin is cool. I know what some of you graduates are thinking. In your SOAP note, Trung stated he's nervous, he's pale, which means he likely has decreased cardiac output from his tachycardia. Maybe he needs some propranolol, 10 milligrams PO stat for his performance anxiety disorder. Other groups of students may be thinking, no, he's in sinus tachycardia. He needs low pressure 5 milligrams IV push over 2 minutes. While other groups of students might say, Trug needs something stronger. That's right. Let's do an S-bar for adenosine 6 milligram rapid IV bolus. Maybe someone like Teresa might say his heart rate is greater than 160. He needs to be cardioverted. Graduates, whatever you do, I ask you to consider one thing. Please don't massage both my carotids at the same time. We don't have time for extra paperwork. Carrie already told me I need to keep this thing short so she can make it to her dinner reservations. All kidding aside, let's take a moment to reflect on this past year. Back in August of last year, you were undoubtedly stressing over your upcoming head-to-toe performance evaluation. You were probably wondering, what in the world is a popliteal pulse and how do I find it? You might have been asking, why is Trung showing us how to percuss when nobody ever does them anymore? At the same time, you knew how important critical thinking would be, but didn't exactly know what critical thinking meant in the nursing context. But look at you now. You all were probably applying Tanner's clinical judgment model, analyzing the data in my short unfolding case study. We faculty have spent the last year helping you change the way you think to help you understand what it means to think, act, and talk like a nurse. I'm proud to say that I believe we've done it. I want everyone to know how unique this cohort is to me. The end of this month marks my second anniversary with Linfield University. In my relatively short teaching career here, this is the first time I've had the privilege and pleasure of teaching a cohort of students from beginning to end. And it may be the last time I'll ever have an opportunity to do so. I am not resigning, everyone. I teach in a traditional program and I just won't have a bolus of students anymore. I can't believe it's only been a little over a year since I first met this cohort. For most of you, including myself, that orientation day feels like it was just yesterday. I remember seeing and feeling your nervousness and excitement. Throughout the program, you've heard me and other faculty talk about the importance of building rapport. Dr. D often refers to this as hooking your patients to start that therapeutic relationship. Me introducing myself to as many students as possible on that first day was me building rapport with all of you. Being a former RN at Providence Portland Medical Center, their employer promise has always resonated with me, and it's relevant to the landscape of nursing today. Erica knows this. The promise is know me, care for me, ease my way. From day one, I wanted y'all to know that we, the faculty, wanted to get to know you, that we cared about your nursing journey, and that we were here to support you through this fun yet stressful endeavor. For me, mentorship allowed me to live this promise. Through that mentorship, I've had the opportunity to get to know all of you well. This accelerated group is unique. Y'all entered this program having completed prior degrees and brought profound life experiences with you, which has helped you navigate the complexities of nursing school. One of our graduates herself is a professor. How cool is that? an active university professor who chose to give back to this community by entering the nursing profession. I think just about half of this cohort are like yoga gurus, right? Our graduates also include people that were and are teletechs, CNAs, exercise science experts, as well as social media influencers. That's right. We have graduates that enter this program having extensive experience with customer service, naturally making them great therapeutic communicators. In fact, the entire cohort would all agree that if you were to look up the definition of therapeutic communication in any nursing textbook, you would see the picture of Mick there. Shout out to Mick, fantastic communicator. The point is that all of you had unique backgrounds and could apply your experiences to the concepts we were teaching you each semester. I don't think there was anything I did or that we necessarily did in particular to help you be successful. We gave you the tools and know-how to help you get through the program. As practicing RNs, you won't have the luxury of having a dedicated nursing professor to help you find the answers to your questions. You won't have the faculty advisors that will be present and patient while you share your frustrations. However, you will be able to assess any situation and find the resources you need to get you through your day. I know there's been some chatter among this cohort of late regarding your concerns about what nursing is like out there. Just a couple years ago, people were banging their pots and pans at 7 p.m. for the frontline workers. My son and I were on our front porch doing the same thing. The pandemic strained our hospital system throughout the country, and it took a toll on our healthcare professionals. People were burned out long before the pandemic started, and the pandemic definitely worsened the situation. In Oregon and many other states, the National Guard had to be brought in to help ease the way for our frontline workers. Hospitals also had to bring in travel nurses to cover nurses calling out sick and nurses who left the profession. The National Guard is no longer present in the hospital. Travel nurses were cut from the hospital system. People are no longer banging the pots and pans at 7 p.m. The reality is that many still have high stress and low morale. What we need is, we need a Control-Alt-Delete. We need to reboot, and that reboot starts with all of you. All of you amazing people genuinely have the power to restart the system. You have life experience that have leveled you up to more than just a novice nurse. You have the competence and confidence to change your culture for any unit and any hospital system. You all possess the characteristics and qualities that I would expect to see in excellent nurses. Some of those things include humility, a strong work ethic with an emphasis on teamwork. And you all know what is the most essential skill of all, right? That's critical thinking, yes. I've never been more proud of a nursing cohort. The history books will discuss the pandemic and its effect on the healthcare system. Still, those history books will also talk about the new generation of nurses that paved the way for new graduate nurses behind them. They'll talk about the policies that some of you will create and implement to improve your work environments, policies that will lead to safer patient ratios. As I look into this graduating cohort, I see future advanced practice providers. I see hospital executives. I see nurses that will become charge nurses within the first year of practice. And you know what? I see future nurse educators. I know all of you will be great nurses, but there truly will be days when you question your decision to get into nursing. Know this, if you have a difficult day, understand that it's not you. It's just a new grad thing that some of you may feel. Resiliency will help. So I leave you with this quote that I've shared with some of you previously. Life doesn't get any easier or more forgiving. We get stronger and more resilient. Finally, my last thoughts of this afternoon. In a simulation, we always have a debriefing session at the end of our encounter. One of the questions I ask the students is, if you could do this over, what would you do? If someone was to ask me that question about my experience with this cohort, I would say, I wish I had the opportunity to work with every one of you individually, even if it was just for a few minutes. I wish I could pass on a pearl of wisdom that you could take with you into your nursing profession. If that's something you still want or need from me, I'll be around for the next hour. Just don't forget to Venmo me. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Trong. Before we move to student awards, I want to allow for an opportunity, because of traffic, as we said earlier, for Linfield University's Provost, Dr. Mark McPhail, to come up and give a few words to our graduates.
They will be very few. I will be brief. Education, from the Latin educare, to lead out. Our educational systems place a great deal of emphasis on this, on the mind. And we believe that education leads us out of ignorance. But sometimes, education does even more. And the best example of that is nursing education. Nursing education leads us out of sadness, out of selfishness, out of self-interest, out of separateness. It is an education that lives in community, integration, and spirit. I am a person who studies words, which is why I want to be brief. Sometimes a single phrase tells us everything. One tiny kernel captures it all. You heard it today from Jennifer Hill. You possess a firm and gentle courage, and that is the courage that changes the world. Thank you.
Thank you, Provost McPhail, for those great words. So today we celebrate two different groups of students. Most are graduating from the pre-licensure program, where they will be entering the profession as new graduates. This particular group of students today are part of our accelerated cohort, meaning they had a previous bachelor's degree in another field and have made the decision to become nurses. The other graduates are graduating from the RN to BSN program. These graduates are licensed registered nurses who made a choice to further their education by seeking a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Most of these students take this program while continuing to work full-time as nurses. It takes incredible self-direction and commitment to return to nursing school. Because the RN to BSN program is completely online, our students are from many parts of the country and are all not able to be here with us in person today. Each semester, our faculty select students to receive awards for excellence in practice, leadership, and service. Our first award, which is the Seniors Honors Award in Nursing, is given to graduates from both the accelerated BSN program as well as our RN to BSN program. The criteria used by faculty for the selection of Senior Honors Awards are a grade point average of 3.5 or higher based on a 4-point scale, and exceptional performance in clinical practice. Today, these graduates will receive this award and a certificate in recognition of their leadership skills, as well as their caring, competence, and professionalism in nursing practice. We hold these awardees in high esteem and celebrate their excellence. Please join us in congratulating these two recipients as they come to the stage. The RN to BSN recipient of the Senior Honors Award in Nursing is Eshiaya Kukol. Unfortunately, she was unable to be with us today, and we will be sending her certificate to her. The pre-licensure program recipient of the Senior Honors Award in Nursing is Teresa Morlegan. Our second award, which is the Professional Excellence in Nursing Award, is not given every year and is reserved for those years when a graduate is identified by the nursing faculty who excels in leadership, scholarship, and the human science of nursing. The following criteria are used to determine eligibility for this award. caring for those around, clients, classmates, faculty, other professionals, self, and the community, a leader in clinical practice, student government, and the community, an effective communicator, a critical thinker who can see different perspectives yet shares a personal outlook, even though it may not be popular, a potentially skilled scholar clinician, and in touch with the ability to influence and use power wisely. Please join me in recognizing this year's recipient, Matthew Sullivan. Our final award, the Wilma Pope Alumni Award, honors Wilma Pope, who was a Good Samaritan nursing graduate and former faculty member who taught in both the Emmanuel and Good Samaritan Diploma Schools of Nursing, as well as the Linfield-Good Samaritan School of Nursing. The award speaks to those characteristics that go beyond academic achievement to include demonstrates caring in clinical practice and in university activities and classes, demonstrates clinical competence, models professional behavior in clinical practice and in school activities and classes, and demonstrates involvement and leadership in student organizations. Please join me in congratulating this year's recipient, Stephanie Venegas Sandoval. Okay, it's now time to bestow the Linfield Nursing Pin on our graduates with pride. The tradition of pinning, as well as the history of the School of Nursing, can be found in the pinning ceremony program. Students, on behalf of the faculty and staff of the School of Nursing, we are honored to have you wear tangible evidence of Linfield University. As you enter the workforce as a registered nurse, the care you give reflects the quality of the education you receive from us, the values of Linfield, of a Linfield degree, and a commitment to the patients you serve. The pin is tangible evidence that Linfield claims you as one of our own. You have earned this honor and the right to wear the Linfield pin. Today, we honor you for a job well done, and in doing so, we honor nursing. In addition to the faculty and student speakers, the graduating students also select a member of the faculty or staff to read their names as they accept their nursing pins. This year, the students have selected Professor Kathy Kuski to read their names. Professor Kuski teaches courses in both our accelerated and traditional BSN programs, and she currently is one of our simulation coordinators. The first students to cross the stage will be our RN to BSN graduates. After the RN to BSN students have received their pins, Professor Kuski will call our pre-licensure students up to receive their pins. A new pinning tradition that began with last semester's graduates is that each student has selected the person who will pin them. Many students have chosen someone who has been instrumental and supportive on their nursing journey. As students receive their pins, Professor Kuski will not only read the student's name, but she will also read the relationship of the pinner to the student. Students decided whom to sit with today, therefore names will not be called in alphabetical order. Feel free to applaud in honor of your graduate. We are fortunate enough to have a professional photographer with us today, so we would like to ask our audience to stay in your seats so that others can have a clear line of vision to the stage. Pinners, you will be processing in with your graduate on stage to pin them. There will be Linfield faculty and staff there to cue you and assist you along the way. Students, please come forward to accept your pin.
is here with her husband. Judith Cisneros is here with her son. Melanie Littlepage is here with her mother. Kelsey Pruitt is here with her spouse. All right, now we have our ABSN graduates. Kathy Hillier is here with their mom. Teresa Morlegan is here with Pops. Matthew Sullivan is here with their partner. Stephanie Venegas Sandoval is here with their fiance. Austin Panavong is here with their daughter. Julia Coriel is here with their father. Scott McDonald is here with their daughter and her grandma. Annie Lawler is here with her father. Kiara Green is here with her aunt. Erica Palmer is here with her father. Carrie Kugler is here with her daughter. Molly Lyons is here with her partner. David Furman is here with Professor. Alina Barron is here with her daughter, Gianna. Jamie Bernard Eversage is here with her brother. Nick Costello is here with his father. Sadie Rockford is here with her partner in crime. Mai Vu is here with her son. Kaylee Lieberman is here with her mentor. Katie Bruno is here with her fiancé. Chasun Morelli is here with her mother. Shelby Hansman is here with her fiancé. Rochelle Gannon is here with their mama of the graduate. Maxine Steed Elliott is here with their partner for dealing with all my stuff. Nicholas Zimmer is here with grandmother. Jessica Blackman is here with her partner. Jenna Standen is here with her brother. Jillian Tobin is here with her mother. Madison Staub is here with her mom. Tucker Braceland is here with his mother. Shauna Potter is here with the one who held it all together, my husband, Ben. Sarah Nielsen is here with her husband. Isabel Spradlin is here with her partner. Theo Davis is here with his mother. Jennifer Hill is here with her father. Jason Laux is here with his partner. Callista Clements is here with her sister. Tara Wilkins is here with her mother. Cassidy Monroe is here with her mother. Nicole Turpin is here with her fiance. Elizabeth Tejan is here with her fiance. Peter Young is here with his spouse. Nicholas Eland is here with his mom. Alan Madsen is here with his spouse. Sophia Bauer is here with her mother. Nancy Gomez Boo is here with her mentor. Dominique Flazer is here with her mother. Margaret Heisinger is here with a spouse. Ashley Ortega is here with Dad.
Wow. I just want to say what an amazing group of individuals who we just witnessed cross this stage and accept their nursing pins. Let's all give our graduates one more round of applause. A lot of love in the room. Good. We hope to see many of you in May 2023 on our McMinnville campus for the official commencement ceremony for the 22-23 academic year graduates. This is going to mark the conclusion of our program. To the graduating class of August 2022, on behalf of the faculty and staff, not only from the School of Nursing, but also from Linfield University, we say, we wish you all the best. Keep moving forward and embrace all that life and this profession have to offer. Please stay in touch, and most importantly, congratulations, you did it. Now go do amazing things. Audience members, please remain seated and allow the faculty and staff, followed by the graduates, to recess to the photo and reception area. Thank you for attending the celebration today, and safe journey.